guys, Dancing Dan's Homebrew here. Winter is definitely upon us. It might look absolutely beautiful outside, but the temperature's dropped considerably, so it is very cold. Our first snow this morning of the year, as I was taking the lad to school, so got myself wrapped up warm, blankets to the side of me if needed, and thought I'd just come up with an update really. Right, first off I thought I'd do a quick beer review of the stout that I made. This is my first all grain stout. So I have it here. I've got most of it in a keg, that it's carbon at the moment, and I put a few in a bottle. I put it in a bottle about a month ago. It's lovely, feels nice and firm, nice and carved, so I think it's ready to open. This will be my first taste of the stout. A little bit of a hiss there. Just use the Spigo glass. Just short of a finger of head. Does look carbonated. I just can't see a thing through it. I'll just put it through the light. No, can't see a thing through it. Go for the smell. You got your chocolate. Can't smell any of the East Kent coldness that we'll put in. Yeah, just as you should expect at the start really. The coffee and the chocolate overpower anything else in the drink, so let's go for the taste. Oh, that's really nicely carved, just perfect for a stout really. Not too little, not too much. Really impressed with the carbonation level on there. We use carbonation drops, and I use one per bottle, so that's I'm going to remember that for next time for the stout. Fantastic taste. Coffee and the chocolate coming through nicely. Yeah, really impressed with that. I'm going to be doing that one again, so dead chuffed for that one. I've not been around too much in the last 3 or 4 weeks, mainly because I've been off to India. Spent 2 weeks in India. Went down for went to Delhi for a week, and then down to the south of India for a Hindu wedding, which is a bit of an experience. I thought I'd just mention a few things about the beer in India, the beer price and availability. I spent a week in Delhi. Very, very difficult to get beer. You've got it in the hotels, you've got it in the airports, and you've got a few beer cafes. However, it is really, really overpriced there. It's about £7.50 a pint. Now, considering they're working on pence over there really for food and food and liquids, paying pounds and pounds for beer is just absolutely astronomical. The other thing I found in Delhi, you'll have the beer menu. They'll have all these really exciting types of beers. You know, they've got the wheat beers, they've got the Belgian beers, they've got a nice selection. You come to choose one of them, and the waiter will kindly tell you, "Oh no, we're out of stock. We've just got this one, this one, this one, this one." And the ones that I've got are basically lagers. So £7.50 for a lager. That's not too clever. I didn't do that too often, to be fair. Now. Down the south of India, things are a lot cheaper, about £2 a pint, which is pretty good. It's not too bad. The only trouble is with the beer, going to the beer place in India, is that they're a little bit on the seedy side. You're treated pretty much like you've got an alcohol problem or a bit of a drug addiction, that sort of thing. So they're a little bit on the seedy side. If you want to go and buy a beer, a bottle of beer to drink in the hotel, for example, you have to go to these warehouses. Basically, the warehouses, it is just like a drug den really. There's a little window, and there's a bloke at the window who he's got his beers on show, and they've got a massive thing for whiskey in India, by the way, and most of it's whiskey and most of it's vodka. So they've got a display there, and they've got like maybe 2 or 3 beers for you to choose from. One of them will be Heineken, one of them will be like an English Empire lager, and then the other one's yet another lager. So again, no choice whatsoever. Have me lager. About 150 rupees per beer, which works out about £1.80 for a beer when you buy them from these places. Or the cheaper ones, they're about 100 rupees, which is about £1.20. So again, not different from your local shop prices really, but they are 650ml bottles, which was pretty good. So and I was desperate at the time, so unfortunately I succumbed to Heineken. So I fully admit that on YouTube, and I apologise. So toddy shops. Toddy shops are basically beer shops that they serve an alcoholic coconut beer. Basically, it's not beer. It's I think it's coconut water with that's been fermented. Didn't end up going in there. The toddy shops look like public conveniences, the ones that I passed and went into. My wife refused flatly to go in them. I don't have the social skills to pull off going in there by myself in a foreign country where nobody speaks my language, and I submitted and didn't go in them. Now I did feel it was something I wanted to do, but when it came to it, I wasn't sure that the quality of beverage that I was going to be getting was quite on the ball either, so I didn't bother in the end. So that was that one. So in summary, definitely go to India if you fancy the culture. The food's absolutely delicious there. It's a lot of vegetarian food actually, which I'm a carnivore through and through, so I do like my meat. But the vegetable curries are good there. The meat, they tend to they butcher their chicken and their goats generally via hacking it to pieces and throwing it in the curry, bones and all. So you have to get used to that. So yeah, go to India. You fancy the culture and you fancy the tastes and the curries, that sort of thing. It's a great place. Don't go there if you fancy some sort of a beer experience, because that's unfortunately it's not going to happen. Yeah, the beer's not great over there, unfortunately. But I think there are strict rules and regulations over there on alcohol consumption. So it is what it is, basically. One tip I would say though was if you are going to go to India, do not drive. There is no way that somebody who drives in England, and I've driven in America as well, I would never ever drive in India. The best thing to do is hire taxis. They're quite cheap. Tuk-tuks there as well. They're cheap to get around as well. Their driving is absolutely crazy. I will guarantee that if you try and drive, you'll have some sort of accident. They're crazy drivers. So I think if you can drive in India, you can drive anywhere in the world. So that's it. Now, the other thing I was going to do while on YouTube today was I was going to review my red ale as well. So this is the red ale. It's the Kutch red ale kit that I made up. So again, nice and firm. One carbonation drop in there. Most of it's been kegged. Got a few bottles out to share with my friends and family that in their homes. So nice hiss there. Bit of can smoke. Didn't have that one with the last one. The amount of hops that went into this, I'm expecting quite a smash in the face with flavour from the hops. Not too much on the malt. Let's have a quick look at it. Well, it's very murky. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be. I expected it to be a lot lighter than this. You've got a finger and a half of head. Carbonation's really good actually. Again, you can see the going through the bubbles going up the glass there. It's not bad. Oh, fantastic aroma. You've got these citrus fruits on there. I think it was citra hops mainly, wasn't it? I can't remember the other hop. It'll come to me. Two different types of hop anyway. Good, yeah, very good citra aroma. Like I say, a lot darker than I thought it would be. I expect it to be quite a bit clearer than this. Let's put it into the light. Well, it doesn't even dissipate. The light doesn't even dissipate through the glass. And that's quite a good light as well. So a quick taste. That's good. I like that. Got a lot of hop in the bottle. It's come out really nicely in the taste. Slightly dry aftertaste actually just then. I'm going to be drinking this. It will be emptied. Quite impressed with it. I've been looking forward to making it for ages, but just haven't got around to doing it. So I'm finally glad I got it done. It's pretty much what I expected. Oh. Yeah, that's good. Quite chuffed. So what's next? My brother's looking to do hopefully to do a beer, so I'm hoping that he'll get a few ingredients together and come and do a brew with me. I've got 5 kegs now that are full or have got quite a bit in, so I won't be brewing for a few weeks. I'll wait to see whether he wants to do a brew, and I might poach some of his beer as he's doing it. Hopefully, I wanted to do a wheat beer. Looking forward to doing one of those. Quite like the banana in the wheat beer, so I'm going to be looking at how to make the most of getting the banana flavours out. And possibly another IPA, that was the other thing, nice hoppy. Also I'm going to think about, because I'm pretty brassic now, pretty skint, so I've got to think about getting the cost down somehow, so I might be looking at some of the cheaper ways of doing beer. Might be a good idea to have a bit of a project on that, so yeah, watch this space. Alright, cheers for watching, bye.